Yeah, you 42, you 43, and you waiting for the right man.
What Kevin Samuels said? 35, you on clearance.
Duh.
40, you get that shit
Goodwill,
away.
Goodwill,
Salvation.
50% off. Welcome to Man Unmuted.
Let's go.
What's up, gentlemen?
What's going on?
Man, what's going on?
How y'all doing today, man? We got a good episode lined up. We got a special guest, one of my close friends here, man. I think this is the perfect guy today for this episode. This is the perfect guy for this episode, man. This gonna be a great one, man. Today's episode, the dating game. The dating game.
Yeah, we got our boy here. We got our boy Alex hanging out with us today for a good talk. He's somebody that we feel that is very, very influential and very inspiring in this space. So we would love to. We're just grateful to have you here to get some of your influence and get some of your expertise and experiences in this space. So welcome, brother. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you so much.
Thanks for being here, fam. Thanks for being here,
For
my
sure.
boy.
Man, thank you for having me.
For
man.
sure.
I think both of you guys here is actually very good for today's episode. I think both of you guys is gonna be good for today's episode, man.
I can see how.
So talk to me, man. The dating game. How long you been single, Alex, bro?
Technically, I've been single over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
Technically, yeah.
Ooh, how long you been single, KT?
A good 7.
A good 7. So we got about 17 years combined
Yeah.
with y'all
Yeah.
boys single.
Yeah.
So y'all boys done been on together about 1,000, 2 million dates together, man. Y'all boys.
You would think so.
Y'all boys been outside this
Yeah.
generation, bro.
Yeah. You would think.
You would think so, yeah.
Talk to me, man. Let's talk about it, bro. Talk to me, man. The dating game. When last time you actually been on a date, bro? What's up?
An actual date, man. Probably like a little while ago. I say about the person I was talking to at the moment. Probably like a few months back. Yeah.
A few months back, the last time you been on an actual date. Like you been on a date.
Well, date going out, like I've been in a date inside the house. You get what I'm saying? Not like actually going
So you
out.
been a date inside to me is like Netflix and chill
Nah.
type vibes.
It's more like I set up a game night. I set up,
Okay.
get some food, then watch movies. Being more intimate stuff within that level instead of just coming over, chilling and do. Nah, actually like date vibes.
So how
the
do it feel like dating this generation, bro? How is it, man? So how is it, bro?
I mean, dating this generation, especially with all the social media going on and all the entertainment that people feed into, I would say from my experience, too many people are putting too many things on the high pedestal for everybody, like on a higher level. Like you supposed to have this and this and this and that, not try to come in and actually pursue. Not pursue. What's the word I'm trying to say, man? Not try to build with the person. They want somebody already accomplished.
Complete. Yeah.
Which is fine. That people have their preference, but there's some people that are working on being completed.
Right.
How
And
you feel,
come,
bro? How you feel?
I
Talk
feel
to me.
like now this time in this generation, it is a little difficult. I mean, especially as we're getting older. Like I'm in my 30s now, so I feel like I'm being a little more intentional now. So finding intentionality is a little more. It's harder to find. You know what I'm saying? So when I was younger, it was like whatever. But now, now I'm trying to date for a wife. So finding that, you know what I'm saying, it's a little harder to find. But I mean,
So I definitely think it depends where you're at when you're dating, and that's the end goal. Like you either dating to find your future spouse or your mate or your wife, or either you dating knowing, hopefully you telling the other person what it is, that you just out here.
yeah, you're just trying to have a good
chilling.
time.
Yeah,
right.
just having a good time.
Man, honestly, I'm dating with intentions, of course, but
Yeah.
dating nowadays for me, I don't even want to date sometimes because I'm such an introvert. I like being at home.
Mhm.
So it's like now I got to go out and talk to somebody to speak to. It's like, to me, it's very annoying because I like being in the house. So it's just like,
Do you think that happens the older you get and the more single you are and the more comfortable you get in that space, that you just get more comfortable being home,
yeah.
being a
Yeah.
homebody?
I've been so to myself that I just like being home. So when I do have an actual date, man, sometimes I just when the time comes to actually go out, I just want to cancel and just be by myself, man. But it's a good thing and a bad thing.
So y'all boys, let me ask y'all a question. You've been single 10 years, you've been single 7 years. when you go on dates, do you think that's looked at as a bad thing? Like people are like, why are y'all single so long? Like, is something wrong with
Say,
y'all? Is
what's
y'all
your
boys
problem?
some serial? Is y'all boys serial killers? Do y'all got problems? Are
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
stalkers?
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
have y'all ever gotten that?
I mean, of course. I mean, I've never gotten that question, but I'm saying obviously,
Not
you know,
like that,
you let women know initially like why you're single. Like, you know, obviously it's an option. You know, you let them know that off rep, it's an option right now. I'm bettering myself, or you let them know what's going on in your life. You try to be as transparent as possible, so they would understand exactly why. And it can't be nothing like crazy, like, oh yeah, you know, I'm just chilling, I'm just vibing. That ain't gonna fly.
So what would you normally tell a woman? What's your reason you've been single so long? She'd be like, okay.
I mean, I went on a date maybe 2 months ago with a beautiful, amazing young lady.
Okay.
Wow, hello. You know who you are. But anyway,
Ah.
she asked me that question like, damn, KT, like, why have you been single for this long? And I'm like, look, man, the way my life is set up right now, like, I just became a single father. You know, I'm still healing from past traumas. I'm just trying to better myself because I'm trying to date to marry. So I'm just trying to better myself in this space, and I don't want to give the next woman that I'm like really taking serious, you know, I don't want to give them half of me. I want to give them the best version of me.
True.
And I think that's a good thing, bro. I know when I was single, one of the main reasons I would say I would take my time dating was because of my daughter. I would have to look at the woman and kind of, I wasn't dating for myself. I was dating for me and my daughter at the time when I was single. So when I was going on dates, I was like, okay, she a good fit for me. Is she a good fit for my daughter?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, like, do you like kids? Like, you know, then after we get in the vibe, then I may bring my daughter around after a certain amount of time, and I got to see how they get along. So yeah, it was actually a double thing when I was there. What about you, bro? When you go on dates, they be like, why you been single so long?
I got in like, damn, so what's wrong with you? Why you been single so long? You seem too good to be true, but what? At the moment when I was single, you know, of course I had trauma I was dealing with when I separated from my ex at that time. So I would say like I was bullshitting half of the time anyways going during the 10 years. Of course, you know, I messed around, had my fun dates here and there, but I never really took anybody serious. I never went to the next level of being in a relationship because I was bullshitting. I wasn't taking nobody serious at the time. So now moving forward, now when I actually was dating, I kind of see like why I don't really want to date. When they ask me the question, it's like, honestly, I just been focused on me. And then when I do go on a date, it's like it's no mental connections between us.
So tell me, y'all boys, what are some good dates you've been on lately? Some good and bad dates, bro. Let's hear what's going on in this generation in the dating world, in the dating game.
Well, to me, like I said, I went on a first date in years, like a couple months ago, and I mean, it was with an old friend, you know what I'm saying, from many years ago, and we just, you know, we reconnected on Instagram. And we've been talking for a couple months, and we was like, you know what, let's get lunch. Let's go hang out. And we did. We hung out. It was a good vibe.
1 through 10, what was it?
I felt like it was like a 7.
That's what I was going to ask you. You felt it was a 7.
I felt like it was a 7.
If I was to ask her the same question, then
she might say it was a 4.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Why you felt it was a 7? So you felt a 7 to you. That's a good date?
Yeah, because it's my first one in a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, considering I was rusty, you know what I'm saying? That's why I felt like she may have thought it was a 4 or a 3 maybe. Because I'm sure she probably seen my rust. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it was okay. You know what I'm saying? I was respectful. It was good conversation. We ate good. We drank good. It was good conversation. You know what I'm saying? We haven't went out since, but I mean, we've conversated after. But, you know, considering that's been like my first date in like maybe 3 years.
So that rust, man.
Really?
Trust me, I know.
Like,
I know that
like,
rust.
3 years?
Yeah, like a date.
Like an actual date.
Yeah, like planning it and going out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, for her being a 4 or 5, I take it. 3 or 4, I take it.
Okay. Fine.
But for me, I feel like it was a little bit of practice for me to, you know, continue on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I know, like when I went out on the actual date, I mean, it was a lot of rust because it's like, damn, where can I go? I don't go out nowhere. Like if I do, I go out by myself.
Right.
And it's like, should I bring them here or should I actually plan an actual date? Go somewhere, you know, cool, good vibes, good ambiance. So when I actually planned a date, I mean, I would say that one date back then, starting out dating, it was all right. I said give it a 7. I had rust, having conversations and everything. It was like kind of try to fill that void from a while that I haven't really been.
Let me ask you though, like, do you feel that when you go on like a new date or a first date, like how do you feel about taking them to like one of your spots that you go to by yourself, or would you rather take them to somewhere brand new where it's a fresh vibe, or you want to go somewhere where you feel more comfortable? What do you feel about
I'll
that?
take them to my spot to
Yeah.
see how they react to the spots I go to,
Right. Okay.
which is like basically chill vibes. I just want to see like, all right, damn, you took me out here. This is like a hole in the wall, or this is this and that. This is actually like doing this. Is
Right.
Wherever you go, I don't mind being there because it's you.
Exactly.
That's what I want to see.
So that's what I was gonna say, fellas. If you going on a first date, stay within your element. Stay within your element. If
Yes.
if you go to TGIF Chili's, I mean Twin Peaks or wherever you go, stay within your elements. Don't try to go to Komodos.
Yeah.
Don't try to go to
Nah.
Prime 112.
Don't try to go to
If you,
Carbone.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you go to Houston's on the regular, take her to Houston's.
Yeah.
If that's
Right,
your
right.
zone, if that's your vibe,
Yeah.
take her to your vibe. It's when you step out of your element.
Exactly.
Now you got to maintain.
Like,
Now
isn't-
she looking for you to maintain because she think that's already your element. She
Yeah.
thinking, okay, you already started at Komodos. This what you do.
Yeah.
Like, but then when you go to Komodos and the next couple of days you want to go down to Chili's and TGI Fridays, she's confused.
I don't know.
Or
though.
maybe she might think like, all right, cool. She might be cool with it. You
Yeah,
know?
because
You never
sometimes
know.
I feel like I mean, even though I've been out the dating game for a while, but when I was dating a lot, like I did like to start out to in the top level spots, and then you know what I'm saying. We go down to the regular spots where we gonna hang out.
I mean,
but she
yeah,
knows
I
she
would-
knows what it can be, but
Right,
it's not
right,
gonna
right,
be
right.
that all the
Let me
time.
say
You know what I'm
this, man.
saying?
I never seen no Louis for $1,000 go on sale for $100. Go on sale for $200, bro. I never seen that. Them $1,000 Louis may go drop to 800 or 900. They ain't gonna drop too far, bro. You ain't gonna go from Komodos to Chili's.
Yeah.
Nah, it's gonna be a little uncomfortability to me with her.
I mean, see, if I was to do something like that, it's because I want to do it. I'm not trying to impress you. It's because I want to do it.
Right.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
know,
saying.
right.
It's within your zone and your element.
Right.
You may go to Komodos or Houston's already once, twice a week to go to happy hour or to go have drinks.
It's like because I want to do it. I'm not taking you to impress you because I'm spending money.
So that's what I'm
You know
saying. So I would go to Houston's because that's what I go to on the normal.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
all right,
saying.
yeah.
as long as you within your element,
Yeah.
your zone.
But there's some people that go all out.
Yeah,
First
yeah,
time is
yeah.
like, whoa.
And they know they can't afford it, or they know that's not their
they
vibe.
can't afford to keep it up.
Yeah, keep
That's
up.
where the problem
Yeah,
comes.
the problem is keeping up. You're right.
Yeah.
So what about some bad dates y'all been on, bro? Y'all been out here going on dates. Y'all been single for a while. Let's hear some bad dates this generation. I know y'all got some stories for us, man. I know y'all got some stories. Talk
I
to me.
mean, well, considering I said I haven't spoke to this girl almost, or we haven't been on
you
a
haven't
second
been
date
on none.
since this one, so I don't know. I think that, I mean, in her eyes, I feel like that was probably not the best date she's been on in a while. But, I mean, back in my dating history, man, like bad dates. I mean, usually a bad date is like when you feel like you go in with certain expectations and certain things you expect to get
True.
something in return at the end of the night, or you expect the night to go a certain way and it don't. And I mean, I feel like everybody's have had moments like that. You know what I'm saying? Me, one thing I can say specifically a bad date was I went out with a young lady. I've been trying to court her for so long, man, and hanging out and talking a lot, and let's go out. She was like, no. And then she eventually was like, yeah, let's do it. And we went out, good time, great talk. And I did what we were saying earlier. I went a little beyond my means.
Ooh.
And that check came. Direct deposit ain't hit early enough. And my card declined. And I didn't hear from her again. So for me, I felt like, man, like that's when I learned about like, that stay in your means, don't do too much. And I haven't heard from her still to this day. And that was a couple years ago. So
that one meant to be. Man.
exactly.
What about you, bro? Any bad date stories?
Well, first, let me start with the good date, then go to the bad date real quick. So one of the best dates I had recently, probably like sometime last year, was I took this girl out for her birthday. We had such a great time. Mind you, I planned it and everything. Got flowers, we went out to a spot in Fort Lauderdale. Right, then went to another spot, a little lounge, little kickback where we vibe, had a great time. That was one of the best dates I ever had.
Okay.
Amongst other things that we did, but that was one of the best dates.
Okay.
Now, one of the bad dates I had,
Talk to us.
I remember this one young lady I took out, right? Just a little chill vibes. It was real late. It was almost getting late. So the plan initially, what I planned, didn't go as planned because she was busy. And I'm like, all right, I was busy. So we kind of did something last minute. We went out to a little spot where I go to. Just chill vibes still. Good little ambiance. Having some drinks. Cool. Everything was great. We were talking, everything. It was such a great vibe. Beautiful. Now, at the end of the date, she going home, I'm going home. I make sure, send her some money for gas because she drove to me.
Okay.
And we went in my car. That way she don't have to keep driving, right? So at the end of the date, I'll make sure she got home. We was talking. She hit me with a text. She's like, next time it would be better if you take me to one of these 6-star restaurants. And, because I'm so used to that, this and this and that. She was basically making her commands of what she wants and what she want to do the next time. Like, she felt the place I took as a hole in the wall. I'm like, that was a hole in the wall for you? She's like, yeah, I'm used to guys doing this and that. I'm like, well, nah, sweetheart, I'm the one that was planning it at the end of the day.
Right.
First of all, because you took forever in your day, I already had something planned that was real cool. I was going to take it to this wine spot anyways. Right. We already talked about it, which was real cool ambiance. So then she kept going. She's like, yeah, but, for me to take you serious, I need to be going to these luxury places. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to get back and forth. I'm not going to go back and forth with you on this. I'm the one that planned it. Now, I would do that if this becomes serious. Right? Because I want to do it. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it every time, but I'm not. I can do it, but I'm not going to do it.
She basically wanted a 5-star meal, bro. She was like, well, you took me.
So what I said was, all right, that's what you commanded. I'm going to take you out there, but I want to fuck at the end of the night.
So
for real. So now,
accept that too.
So now I'm like, but do you want me to say that? All right, then no. Doesn't mean that's what I meant. But it's like, come on, you're making your commands. Me too.
So
now, anyways, I was like, look, just let me know when you get home because I want to get in this conversation. This is going to go nowhere. So then she texted me a long novel. I don't know. I still got it. This was many months ago. She was saying that, she don't want to talk because we're not aligned to our boundaries. She's used to this and that. Guys taking her here and there. So I just wrote, okay, right. My thing was, I would have really told her, like, first of all, you're not working, jobless. Basically, she's a low standard kind of chick.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
But not saying there's nothing wrong with low standards kind of chicks, but it's like you're not even doing nothing. Your prettiness will get you out of somewhere because somebody's trying to save. Somebody will come save you, but that ain't gonna be me. So it's like, don't come doing all this and you're not even up here. You know what I'm saying?
But okay,
with her characteristics.
But why would well just a question, like why would you even entertain that?
Yeah.
So we met, but some people put a front in the beginning.
Okay.
Right. And I mean, when we were talking, cool. I already understood that, but she was real cool. Like, she was telling me she was looking for this and that. She trying to get a job. And, she opened up. Cool. Yeah. But then when she started making these demands and everything, like, I'm supposed to this and that and this, I'm like, hold on. Time out. Like, can you even go by yourself doing that? But you're making this demand. So now I'm not going to throw everything you told me, but it's like, come on, don't do that.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me
so
tell
that was
you.
a bad day.
Let me tell a story about a bad date I've been on. It was years ago when I was out here. When I was out here in this single game. When I was out here in this single world. But this was like way back in the day, bro. Like when I got out of high school. So I went on a date with this young lady, bro. I knew no better. I had some couple dollars in my pocket. We went to this restaurant. It was a fire restaurant. I don't remember the name of it, bro. I don't know. It was a Rusty Pelican or somewhere. So we get there. We having a good time. Combo come. They bring the menu, and I see the menu, and it's kind of no prices on it. So I'm looking at the menu. I'm like, okay. And then I see what she ordered, bro. And I was like, whoa, I got salad. After I seen what she ordered, I already knew what time it was. I said, oh, no.
Either get salad or chicken.
Like, it's a free meal, right?
I'm like, if I don't get salad, we going to wash dishes. I had to be in my 20s, bro. Yeah, I probably was like
I was in
20, 21 back then, bro. 21, somewhere around that time, bro. Yep. And it was crazy. That was one of the wildest days, but it taught me a lesson, though. I would look up the restaurants before I go to the restaurants. I make sure I got double, triple the amount. Like I was prepared from that day forward, bro. Like,
but let me ask both of y'all a question. Like, have y'all going on a first date with whoever? Like, have you ever found yourself like not being your authentic self, or like trying to be something? Now I ain't gonna say be something you not. But not being yourself, kind of maybe having a different vibe to kind of like.
I think that happens, bro, when you overthink it. Sometimes we really like that person.
Right.
When you really like that person, you go on a date with them. Sometimes like you fumble, you juggle, and sometimes you don't want to be. You want to be yourself, but you don't because you're trying to impress them so much.
Right.
So you're trying to impress them so much, so you may even say the things they think they like to say, or the
Yeah.
things they like to
They
do.
wanna
and
hear.
They
Yeah.
want to hear, and you're not being your authentic self. So that happens, man. You just gotta be calm, be relaxed, and have confidence. To me,
Yeah.
it's all about confidence. Just knowing who you are as a
Knowing
man.
who you are, yeah.
Just knowing who you are, and you'll be good, man.
Yeah.
What about you? You ever experienced that?
Of course. I mean, before I knew who I really was, like you just said, knowing who you are. Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to try to pursue this, this guy of like not caring when I really care.
Yeah.
Act like I got it when I really don't all the way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've experienced that, and that's taught me. And I've had bad dates after that, and in those situations. So that has taught me to just be you, bro. Like, know who you are, be yourself. You ain't gotta, bro. She know women can see through bullshit already, bro. They could tell. Like, if you trying to be something you're not, they could tell. Just be you at the end of the day, and that's what I had to learn. I learned it the hard way, but I learned it.
So what's some challenges y'all boys feel right now in dating in this generation? Like men face when dating in this generation. What's some challenges y'all feel men face when dating in this generation?
Look, you got it, Alec.
I'm trying to think of my
Bruh,
situation.
I feel, you know what? I don't know. But for me, from what I'm seeing, dog, I feel like the women, some women in this generation, dog, it's like they turn into the guys. They almost turn into the dudes, man. It's almost, you feel me? It's like,
That's good. I think
you feel me? They come at you like, what you got for me? What you gonna do for me? If you ain't got this, then I don't want you.
mentality.
You feel me? And it's like, come on, man. Like, you just because of what I got. And I feel like a lot of guys who don't know themselves, they know that's what some of these women in this generation do. So they would say they got it and just say what they want, what the woman want to hear.
I think social media too.
100%.
That make them want to overprice and value themselves.
Overpriced.
And when they're on social
Boss
media,
women
they
stuff.
put all type of filters. They make themselves and they look and they think they more than their worth.
And
So
you
when they
ain't
go
it.
on a date,
You ain't it.
when they go on a date, they expect you to give them way
Yeah.
more.
And we actually get to know them. It's like, oh nah, hell,
You
but
feel
we not
me?
even like that.
They try to act like they Chanel and they Five Below. You feel me? Come on now. You got to like
It's out of control.
we got to
It's
know our worth. You got to know yours too. And I just think that's just not okay to just like when a woman off rip just be like on some like, oh, like first time you hanging out or first conversations is like, oh, I need a bag, or I need a this, or when you gonna take me to Carbone, or
But you know why that happens, right?
red flag for me.
Because of social media, and you got guys putting that in their head too.
Simps.
Yeah, you got guys putting, and then they think the next person gonna do that. And nah, they
Simp.
meet a person like me. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. Oh well, you broke ass. We broke all I want, but you don't want to ask him.
Exactly.
But I also think it's tough to date in this generation now because everyone's trying to protect their own heart, which is not a bad thing. But if everyone's protecting their own heart, who's really trying to fall in love?
It's hard to find love now.
Like, who's really trying to fall in love when you go on dates? And both of us got pit bulls and rock rollers around our heart.
Yeah.
And it's like no one's willing to try to let the other ones in. And it's like back in the day when you used to go on dates, like women used to want them fairy tale dates.
Yeah.
Like they used to want them fairy tale. Like they used to look at men that this could be
Old
my
school
Prince
women.
Charming. Yeah, they used to be like, this could be my Prince Charming. Dates it was dudes who really wanted to court women back then. Like you
Yeah,
really want to
that's true.
court a woman.
Yeah.
So right now I don't think that both people are thinking that way no more when we're going
Yeah.
on dates. Everyone's thinking like,
Everything's so superficial, bro.
yeah, you're like you just said, like, man, she may be out to get me. Like, I gotta watch and see her intentions. And
Yeah.
she's like, I done dealt with dudes like him before who done broke my heart. So I gotta give her some months for he can even get close to me without even
Put you
catching
through
your
loops and
vibe.
holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without even catching your
Yeah.
vibe. She already got like
She already trying to see what
Got
she
her
could get
guard up,
out of
bro.
you. What she can get out of you.
Oh, she
Rather
probably got her standards up. Same way like we get our standards up. Our standards up too.
well,
Yeah.
she
You know what I'm
just got her guard up a lot,
Yeah,
man.
like we do. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm kind of scared of love now. Man,
Oh, one. That was
now
a
when
question.
you love,
So
it's like I don't want to love, man. Cause
I'm afraid of
if
it,
I
too.
love you, I'm gonna have to open up, and I'm vulnerable.
so that's the thing. I believe there's a lot of hopeless romantics out there.
Yeah.
So a lot of people who want love, but like I just said, they don't trust love no more, bro. They just don't trust. They've been hurt so many times, bro. There's a lot of hurt people just trying to hurt people right now, bro. Or they're trying to protect themselves so much, man, that they just it's hard to date in this game because of that, bro.
Like in all actuality, I want to love somebody the
Mm-hmm.
correct way, right? But I don't want to do it and be a fool for it. I don't want to feel like a fool while I'm
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that happened already before. And so it's like, I want to love somebody, but I want to love you without feeling like a fool.
Yeah.
So when you say that happened, what do you mean by that happened? You got to tell us the story,
I mean,
bro.
I'm saying that happened to me 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When I was in an actual relationship. At that time, that was love for me. Right? So we've been through a lot. I did a lot. She did a lot. That's a long story. But I don't want to open my heart knowing I told you all these things about me and you do it to me. It's kind of messed up. Right? So that's one of the big reasons why I was single for such a long time, because I was trauma. Eventually, I got over it. And now, it's some new stuff now I'm going through, but, you know, that's another topic to talk about.
So, question: do you feel like only women feel that they get hurt in relationships?
No,
Do
of
y'all
course
feel
not.
that?
Of course not.
So okay, because some women go into a relationship thinking their heart is the only heart that matters. Like, I don't know if y'all have experienced that. Like they be like, oh, my past relations did this or my ex did this, and it's like they not even considering what your ex did. They
But
not
that's why, like what we saying earlier a little bit, you got to be transparent and let them know the same thing. Like,
Communication, man.
you know,
You gotta
because
communicate.
like what I'm saying, like, especially like if you've been single for so long, like we have, you know what I'm saying, like when you have a conversation and ask you why, that's the opportunity for you to bring that up and be like, you know what, a couple years ago, you know what, I did this, I did that, and guess what, I put my heart out on the line, and it ain't work out.
But sometimes it's hard to do that because you open up and then something happens that throw it in your face. That's why sometimes men don't open up.
So
I want to, but
do y'all feel it's levels to when you get your heart broke? Like, when last time you got your heart broke? Is it like levels to it? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's levels. It's levels. I feel like every guy has had real quick, I feel like every man has started out being a good, loving, I want to love women and be the good guy. I think everybody started that way in elementary school. We all had that first girlfriend and we was so in love. Do you like me? Yes or no? And the girl that said yes, that was the girl of your dreams. She loved you. You thought, oh my God, I'm in love. I'm going to love this girl for the rest of my life.
love, yeah.
And then guess what? The dude that's in detention, the dude that don't really like her, she left you for him, and now you heartbroken in that 5th grade. And then guess what? It turned you into a mother effing savage.
yeah.
Every man I feel like has experienced that. So
well, I didn't experience it like that.
what?
Nah, I actually had my first girlfriend, my first love. Yeah, I'm glad I experienced that because a lot of people don't experience that. The first love nowadays, especially in high school.
Maybe it was
So-
puppy love what I was saying.
Puppy
I'm
love,
sorry.
right,
But
right.
that's the beginning stages of it.
To
me.
us, at the moment, is love.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know. Now that I look back at it, puppy love. But I think that relationship, nothing ever happened. I just stopped talking to her because I ended up talking to somebody else. I was wild back then, man. Honestly, I was wild. But then I had those relationships that, I'm thinking I'm the dude, but then they're with somebody else, this and that. So I'm just like, God damn. So of course I learned from stuff like that. Started to be a little bit heartless and everything. So yeah, you start learning and start moving different. But then sometimes when you start liking somebody, man,
Bro, it's a scary thing. Like, let me ask, so for you, because, we the single guys here, like, when you, just say you dating a young lady, it's a vibe, it's beautiful. Just, and the conversation's great, 3rd date, 4th date, 5th, it's just a vibe, the chemistry's great. And you find yourself really, really liking this young lady. Like, damn, I'm starting to really like her, bro. Like, damn, I'm falling in love. Does that scare you? Because it scared me. That scares the hell out of me, bro. Like, that feeling, bro, when your heart, this space here is like so open and it's so free, and that you can't, you wonder what she's doing, where she's at, like whatever it is, that's what's on your mind all day when you're not talking to her. That feeling scares the hell out of me, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I know love is a beautiful thing. Love is what God put us on earth to do. But me right now, bro, at 34 years old, that beautiful feeling still scares the hell out of me, bro.
as for me, when I had issues trying to love again, I met somebody at the job many, many years ago. So we was hitting it off good. My thing was I was seeing for who she was at the moment. I wanted to go over that next step, next level, like let's be in a committed relationship. But I still had stuff in my past that was still playing in my head. So, eventually I got over it and I tried to make it work. I tried to become official with her. But after some months, already she thought I was playing because in the beginning she was like, look, we've been doing this. What are we doing? Right? And I'm like, man, just chill, man. Why you try to rush it? Why you try to force it? Like, I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. Like, let me feel it come naturally. So when I finally felt it come naturally, that's when I was like, you know what? I was going to ask her, like, let's make this happen. Like, let's go to the next step. But she already started doing her own thing on the side because she felt that somebody else was doing way more than what I was doing in a whole month. So that kind of fucked me up because I was like, damn, I was actually being good, trying to do the right thing. But because I had all the stuff in the past, I was trying to make sure, like, you don't do the stuff that I experienced.
Right.
So then things happened the way it happened, and then it was downhill after that. It was up and down, up and down.
See,
and,
going into what you were just saying, bro, I think one of the problems is too many people don't use their single season for the right reasons. Like when you're single, bro, it's the time to heal, bro.
Yeah.
Your single season is the time to work on yourself, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you knew you had an attitude, if you knew you had trust issues, if you knew you was insecure, if you knew you was flipping off the handle, if you knew these things while you was in a relationship, or your past couple relationships ended that way, and you're single, you need to work on those things.
Yeah.
Those
True.
are the things you need to look into personal development.
Yeah.
Like, these are the things we need to work on. We knew we was dealing with trauma before we was younger.
Right.
If we knew we got our heart broken, and we knew these things, we got to now work on these things when we single. Too many people use singleness to go party. Too many people use singleness to, I want to be on the grind, but you're on the grind so much that you haven't worked on yourself. And now you get with somebody else, and you still that same person that you was in your previous relationship.
Yeah.
That is a problem.
Or they're
bro.
not really single. They're still out there mingling, but they're not really single.
Yeah.
Like, try to focus on yourself instead of trying to talk to somebody.
I think it's so unfair for someone to be single for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, get in a relationship, and now that person who they would got to go through everything that they should, got to be patient with them doing their healing, got to be patient. They still got these attitudes, got to be patient with these things. When you're single for 7 years, these are some of the things you should have worked on in these 7 years. What have you been doing for 7 years being single?
True.
Like, I don't get it. Like,
Well, I was young at the time, and not saying that's an excuse, but man, I was just having my fun, man, honestly. So then when this came along unexpectedly, I'm just like, damn, like, all right, let me. And then when I was trying to make it work, I guess it was too late.
no,
You know,
facts. I
it
think
was too late.
as men, that's what we got to definitely work on, bro. I know
Yeah.
sometimes we be single and we be like, hey, man, I want to try to knock as many girls down as I can.
Yeah.
I want to try to get off and then get out. I mean, going through your whole phase is not a bad thing.
Right.
I do feel you got to go through your whole phase so when you do find a woman of your dreams, you
Yeah.
can control yourself.
Exactly.
That is very
Yeah,
important.
exactly.
I definitely feel go through your whole phase.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're going through your whole phase, got to be balanced, bro. You got to
Yeah.
work on yourself, bro.
100%.
That's
You
true.
have to know yourself, bro. You have to work on yourself because eventually you're going to want to get, or you might end up getting in another relationship.
Yeah.
And you got to be that better person for your partner than you was for your previous partner.
That's true.
So it got to make sense when you single, bro. You gotta have goals for yourself to be when you single. I mean,
I
goals
agree.
for yourself
agree.
personally for your next relationship, man.
So, Alex, for you, like you said, goals. Like in your single season of 10 years, like what are some goals that you feel that you set for yourself to work on during this single season for your next relationship?
You talking about back then, or you talking about like now?
Now.
Well, my goals are basically to get myself together, which I am, revamping my whole self, my body, my mind, everything, try to live a good life. So when I do have somebody come along, I'm able to provide more, be that person that I should have been when I was trying to make something work with somebody else, right? Be a better version of me. So that's my end goal, man. I don't know how to explain it. In my head, it makes sense, but it's at the end, it's more like being a man, like an actual man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On some grown shit. Not.
Yeah.
I'm saying all this and nothing is happening.
Right. No action.
Yeah. So it's like I want to put action into it, which I am. I've been doing it on the low key. So it's gonna be a whole different me in the next couple months.
Yeah.
Right. So
I mean, for me, I feel like I've been learning how to take criticism better. You know what I'm saying? Take more accountability. You know what I'm saying? As far as relationships is concerned, and listening more than talking. And because I growing up, I used to feel that being silent was another way of agreeing. So I used to feel that I had to combat a lot of things because if I stay silent, then that means I'm agreeing. So I used to just combat and argue and go back and forth with things. And come on, it ain't even worth that. You know what I'm saying? So listening, like you said, just being a better man, being a better version of myself. So those are the things that I've been, and my daughters has helped me in that journey too, as far as just being
So
a
you
better
got
man.
motivation behind you.
Yes,
You see what I'm saying?
100%, 100%. But yeah, the goal, like you said, the single season, it's the time to get yourself
Focus on
together. It's
yourself.
like the off season, bro. If you know sports, it's like the off season. You feel me? If you ain't make the playoffs, or if you in the playoffs and you got out the first round, like Kobe
Time to
Bryant
work on
said, the
yourself.
off season starts tomorrow. So you got to work on yourself, man. So I agree with you, Will, with that.
So do y'all feel that men get over heartbreak quicker than women?
Nope.
So like, so if you just finished with your ex and she broke your heart, do you think you'll move on like and beat another woman quicker?
If I was really, really into her, nah, man. I mean, it took me a while. But nah, I think when we get heartbroken, we really love that girl. Man, it's gonna take a while, man, for us to really heal. It's gonna take a while. Like it took me a while. I was everywhere I went. It's like, damn, I remember I was there, or I thought about her, or this and this
Yeah,
and that, and
facts,
it's like, I
facts.
wonder what she's doing. Wow. Eventually, they forget about us, and boom.
So
Okay.
I think women look at that like with a man and be like, he was just with me. How is he with her? Because sometimes, like you say, we've been heartbroken and we feel it still, but we just go get something off. Like we don't think with the right head sometimes. Even after a heartbreak, we just go lay down with the next woman, but we still heartbroken. We still thinking
Oh,
about
yeah.
that woman who we
Yeah.
want. We still thinking about that woman who we may have messed up with and
Yeah.
let go. And we just still sleeping around. But
I mean,
inside-
it's almost like the wrong advice we've been getting as men for the longest time. Is like the only way to get over one woman is to get with another one.
Nah.
Like
Facts.
that's the one thing we all have. I
Right.
feel like we've all tried to do, and we all at some point as we get older and mature, we realize that shit ain't it. That ain't it either. You know what I'm
That
saying?
ain't
It's just
that.
time heals all.
Time heals.
So, Alex, for you, like, what does healing after a breakup look like for you?
Damn. Oh, that's a good question. I mean, for me, healing, man, it's just time. I don't even know how to explain it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it's more of being by myself. Sometimes I reminisce. It's like, what could have done better in this situation? What did I do also, you know? And just, for me, healing is being out at nature.
Yeah.
Just being out in nature, talking to God.
I agree.
You know, to me, talking to God is like talking to nature.
Yeah.
You know, and then whatever signs he puts in me, whether it's butterflies or the water moving or a fish jumping or a cloud looking, it's like I take that as a sign, like, all right. You know, so it's like day by day, all it is time passing. The pain is going to be there,
Yeah.
but as time passes, not as bad.
Yeah. And I always feel that, you know, every day the hurt hurts less.
Yeah.
Every day the hurt is gonna go down every day. So I just feel like just let time do what it got to do. So
Mhm. No,
that's
I
what it
agree.
looked like for me too,
It's
man.
just time passing
yeah, that's
by.
it. Really, let time heal it.
Yeah. Yeah, dog. That's
No, for sure, man. So tell me this, guys. How is it? Have you guys dated online versus online? How is the online dating game? Like using apps or meeting people, jumping in these DM nowadays. How is that, bro?
I've never really got into
Like,
that.
well,
So you never been into I know you done jumped to some DMs.
I mean Instagram and
I
stuff,
know-
but I've never
yeah.
been on like Tinder or Bumble or nothing like that. I've never
that's
done that.
online. You done jumped to some DMs and you done set up a date like
Oh,
that.
okay.
You know,
Yeah,
you-
okay,
I
okay.
know you done been in
Okay.
some DMs.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
Look
yeah.
at me.
catfish one
Yeah.
time.
Look at me. I know you done been in some DMs.
I got catfish.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you. I
Okay.
was scared of using them apps because I got catfish.
Oh, tell
Oh.
us. Let's hear it.
See, that's-
Men are muted. Talk to us, bro.
Man, look, there was this one chick. This was way back in the days. I had liked her stuff, right? Beautiful, nice chocolate woman. I'm like, damn. All right, I'm talking, texting, everything, right? So we set up to meet up, and I guess she wanted to do a double date because at that time we was talking, we kind of did like a little video call, and one of my boys was there, and we want to go try to meet up at Aventura. Now the video call, we never really got to see them, right? We just saw like the picture that they had on Tinder. They're like, oh no, it's kind of dark right now, so you can't see it. So they saw me and my homeboy. All right, we go to meet up at Aventura. So we're going to the food court to meet them. So at that time, I remember I was telling them over the phone, what I was wearing. So my boy's like, man, you don't say nothing, man, because you want to see how they look. You know, now they know how you look. You know how they look. I'm like, damn, you're right, whatever. So I'm on the phone. I'm looking around. I'm like, hey, man, where y'all at? It's like, nah, we right here. I'm like, where? I don't see y'all. Mind you, I'm thinking about the girls in the picture. So I see everybody eating. I seen this one table with 2 girls. One was big. One was tall and big. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely not them. Anyways, I'm like, hey, man, I don't see y'all. I'll be right back. I saw one of my homeboys at the store. I go and say, what's up? I come back. I called. So me and my homeboy chilling. So I'm like, man, where they at? No, I don't know. Let me call. So we're talking. Then again, I'm like, man, where y'all at for real? So I'm looking around and I see these 2 girls. And every time I said something, they were replying back, basically. I kept seeing us back and forth. So I'm like, I know that's not them. But I don't know what got into me. I ended up walking towards them. I'm like, damn, what was that girl's name again? I don't remember. Let's just call her Jackie or some shit like that. I'm like, Jackie? Yeah, Alex. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, wait, hold on. So, mind you, I didn't know what to do. What my homeboy did was turn around and left.
He left you with it.
Yeah. Because I was walking, and then I'm like, shit, let me. Anyways, he left, and yeah, bro. So we walked. Me and them walked. One of the girls was tall. She was like a giraffe. No, nothing. But she was just tall, but it pissed me off. We was walking. I see one of my homeboys, and I told my homeboy, "Hey man, can you talk to them, distract them real quick? I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna let you know what happened. I got you. You know, this motherfucker said he was like, "Hey man, my boy here, meaning me, was telling me how much he really feeling y'all. He really like you, this and that." So I'm just like looking at him like. So all of a sudden I feel these hands just grab my shoulder, start giving me a massage. It was one of the girls. I'm like, damn. I just put my head down. I walked off. I just left. And then they called me like an hour later. Hey, where you at? I'm like, nah, man, fuck you. that wasn't even you. Oh, yeah, because if I would have sent you a picture of me, you would not talk to me. I'm like, yeah, but you could have told me something.
Hey.
Man, I was scared using the maps after that. Fuck
Oh
you.
my goodness.
So check me out. You see how you say she was too wide or too tall. So that go to my next question. Do you feel people that's dating now are too picky, bro?
Hell
Do you feel
yes.
that?
1,000%.
Do you feel that women are too picky when dating?
Man, I'm a short king, so trust me, I get it a lot. Oh, you too short. I'm like, okay, that's something I can't help.
Yep.
You feel me? I can't help that. But then it'd be the women that say, I mean, you know, I like petite, but it'd be the women that's, you feel me, 180, 200, acting, oh, you too short. You too big. You can help that. I can't help my height. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel that, especially, how can you judge somebody based on something they can't help?
Right.
So I just think that too now. And then your bread, how much money you got, like, bro, it's insane.
I think that women definitely have an issue with being picky, bro. And it doesn't make sense sometimes. I know you guys could go on dates and it'll be a woman who's been single 5 or 6 years, have 3 or 4 kids, make freaking middle class money, and she's like, well, I don't really like him. He don't make enough money. Or he got 1 kid.
Yeah.
Or I don't got time
Or they
for
hold
this.
out for the right one all of a sudden. It's like, really? Now you want to hold out?
Yeah.
After you done pop 4, now you want to hold out?
Exactly.
Nah, man, I'm
Exactly. And like I know some women, they got like 2, 3 children, and they're single moms, and they doing their thing. Don't get me wrong.
Nothing wrong
They
with that,
doing
man.
their thing. They got their own crib. They doing all that. But then they be like, I ain't doing 50-50. But you doing 100% by yourself, and you rather not take the 50% off of what the 100. Like, to me, that's just an insane way of seeing things, of doing things to me. Like, that's a crazy way of being picky.
I think for me, I'm a provider, so I'll just do. But if you have kids already, nah, you ain't for me because I ain't gonna talk to you.
See, you one of them picky persons. See, that
No,
could be the
but
woman
he
of
can
your
be.
dreams.
He can be a little
Nah, I mean, look, you got kids, I don't. What if you want to stop having kids, but now I want 4 kids?
bit.
You see what I'm saying? I
Well, you
think
can be.
that will work. In my opinion, I think that work. Say you have kids already, right? And she has kids, and you guys are good. You already got kids. She already got kids. Cool. You know, maybe I have 1 more and that's it. But as for me, because I met women like that they already had 2, 3 kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, I mean, I know I'm not gonna talk to you to that level, but it's like, shit, I want like 3 kids. Oh well, baby, I'm done.
Yeah.
The shop is closed over
I've
here.
heard that, yeah.
So it's like, oh well, that only happened to me one time because my preference, I don't want to talk to women that got kids. So nothing wrong with them. But I bypassed one of those preferences because there was one girl I met. Cool, we still cool to this day. She had 2 beautiful little girls. I just thought it was gonna be a fuck thing, like a fling. Man, I started really liking her, so I looked past that, and I was really trying to see what's up with her and whatever. But that was the first, and never happened again, you know. But yeah, my person, I don't want you with no kids. If you have kids, cool, but you ain't for me.
So I think people who have lists, they seem to rip it up after they get what's on their list, and it didn't seem to work. They get whatever's on their list, it breaks their heart. That person breaks their heart. A couple times they did a couple people who exactly was on their list. It breaks their heart, and now they like, screw the list. Let me step outside my list. And that's the people who really find love. To me, that's the people
What do
who
you mean
really
list?
find love.
What do you mean
So, like you were saying, I want to date a woman who have kids. But let's say you meet a woman, she may have one kid, and she may be like, I'm willing to have more, but you be like, I don't want to date no woman with a kid. So you looking for what you want. You may say, well, I want one with no kid, who's successful, who's an entrepreneur, who's beautiful. You get that. You may get 2 or 3 women like that, and they all break your heart. Or they all may leave for every day, man, I like you.
True.
But now you find this one woman a couple years later, you like, no, what, screw that. She have a kid, but I'm going to give her a chance. She have a good job. You know, it's a vibe there. This may not be what I want. She may not be the prettiest. She may be look okay. She may be okay. She's like, she's good.
Right.
Nice body. And you're like, you know what? That's your wife now. Like that may be who you love, who you fell in love with. I think those are the people who really find love. The people who have their list, they get one on their list, and then they get their heart broken from that list. And they step outside of their list. That's the people who find love. Who's dating now in the game to me.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I want someone with no kids.
I think everybody have a list though. I think everybody should have a list, but I think the list should be logical. I just think that's what it is.
I think it should be logical, but I think the more dates you go on, the longer you be single, that list seems to get slimmer and slimmer. like your odds.
It depends, but it depends what's on your list.
It does. It depends what's on
That's
your
what I'm
list.
saying.
Facts.
The logical part of it, because the older you get, the percentage of women that's not going to have children is going to be slimmer the older we get. Let's just keep it real.
I mean, what else is different? So
I was just about to say, I think with men, older you get, you still have options. Your options are still.
yeah, we reach a peak.
Yeah.
Our peak.
Yeah, your options are still long. I think for women, the older they get, their list tends to
Slimmer.
get slimmer and slimmer
Yeah.
in the screens.
That's why all that. Nah, I'm waiting for the right man or this man. You better hurry.
Yeah, you 42, you 43, and you waiting for the right man.
What Kevin Samuel said?
Hello.
35, you on clearance. 40, you
Goodwill.
get that shit away.
Goodwill.
Salvation.
50% off.
But no, I believe that I mean everybody got their own list, man. I got my own list, of course. Do I go outside of it? Yeah, I try sometimes, but for me, the dating scene, I mean, I wouldn't want to date anybody with kids, honestly. I'll talk to you, have fun with you, but I'm gonna let you know up front. It's not like I'm doing it, leading you on. No, I'm gonna let you know up front, so you couldn't know what's going on. So not that you know, and we fucking around with each other, however it is, but at least you know I'm not just trying to lead you on. You know, that's just me, man. Honestly, nothing wrong with chicks that got kids now, beautiful kids.
I think.
but
I
I'm
mean,
good.
for me, like I feel like I got one. I got a daughter. You got one. I'm with it.
Yeah,
Now,
exactly.
You got 2. I ain't gonna lie. That's for me. That's
Yeah.
kind of. You got an asterisk next to you now. For me.
Yeah, nah, I just want to experience.
But all right, Alex.
everything with somebody our first time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
But okay. So, do you have a list or no?
As far as what?
Other than kids, other than women that don't have
Yeah.
kids.
Well, what else
Other
on
than
your
that.
list other than kids, bro?
I mean, well, 1, no kids. 2, you gotta be able to communicate.
Now we talking.
Communicate is big for
Right.
me. It's like, don't communicate when you want to communicate,
Right.
or when you want to tell me certain things. But when I want to communicate, it's like I'm bugging you, I'm annoying you. Like, don't do that. Like, let's talk. We talk because now you want to talk because something happened. But now the minute I want to talk, I want to know something. It's like I'm bugging you. Like, nah. So communication is real big.
Right.
I feel like communication, having respect is big too. Respecting each other's. I think that's pretty much it. Like being goal oriented, well mannered, and just. I mean, honestly, man, I don't know. When it happens, I think about it. I think about the list.
But Alex, is that like a list, or is this like, I feel like the things that you're saying is like morals though, like
Yeah,
respecting people. I just think
yeah.
that's something that everybody would just want in somebody. I don't think that's like a personal list of yours though.
I mean, that is for
Like
me.
for example, no, but I'm saying like for example, for me, like if I got a list, but it's just like we have to have the same amount of children. That's a part.
Mhm.
You gotta love Jesus.
Mhm. Oh, you're talking about that aspect.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Yeah, like you have to either be on the journey with Jesus, trying to find Jesus, some way with Jesus. For me, I don't like women that drink a lot of that overly drunk women. I don't like drunk women. I don't like women that cuss a lot. You feel me? I don't like women that's like twerking on the gram all the time. You feel me? Now, if it's your birthday, yeah, your homegirl's
fun,
okay,
enjoy
but
yourself.
every week you twerking on the gram and my cousin following you, seeing your panties, and I ain't with that. You feel me? So, and communication, like you said, that's very important to me. And just trying to better yourself daily. That's it. That's what I'm saying. Before my list was crazy. You got to be a 10.
So that was my next thing. That list could change depending on how we grow in life.
Yeah.
That list could definitely change.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, so the list for me, it changes. Once I meet you, it's like, all right, then I'm going to know what type of list I want from this person, or it just comes up in my head, just freestyles. One thing for sure is communication and no kids. After that, I'll see how my list goes with this person. What I got to learn from this person, what they're going to learn from me, or what I'm going to learn in the whole situation to make it better. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Then I learned, like, all right, what not to do for the next one, or what to do for the next one, if there is a next one.
Right.
But for me, the list changes every time, depending on the person.
Really? That's
Yeah,
interesting.
but I never really thought about like a list like that. The main thing was no kids and communication. You know, that's really it for me.
You got a list, but when you scrolling on that Tinder app and you looking, you like, nah. You like, yeah.
mean, that's your
You
preference list.
When you jumping in
That's
them,
your
when you
preference.
jumping in them DMs, you like, okay, I want her.
If we going
this such and such.
preference-
you got a list.
You're right.
Don't act like that.
If we're going preference, then yeah, I could tell you like what I like. But the minute I talk to the person is like, oh no, I'm good. It depending if it's not there. But you're talking about preference.
I think dating online changed the game, though, bro. like
I
dating
ain't get
online.
there yet.
Dating online, I
I'm
think,
still a little old school.
made it more of the people that are shy to walk in person, like come up in person to somebody. They rather do it online, just like, hey,
Yeah.
I think that's the purpose of it.
Or
honestly.
the people, the introverts, or the women who exactly, or like we say, they may be a 4, they may be a 6, bro. But online, they a 10, you know.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
a 10, bro. That's why I say it changed the game, bro. It make them think they're more than what they are.
Yeah.
They overvalued. It's a
Yeah.
lot of women out here that's overvalued. bro.
Overly valued.
Overly valued,
100%.
bro.
100%. But yeah, I've never really gotten into it like that, though, to be honest. So I don't really know.
What the
Online vibes, I ain't never really.
man? I tried it a few times, man. The shit I experienced. I'm not
Clearly no success.
Nah.
You still
I
single.
think I was just trying to have fun. Just to
Right.
be
So
honest.
let me ask both of y'all that question, bro.
have fun.
Right.
Just to be
So
honest.
let me ask both of y'all that question, bro. Do y'all date to marry, or do y'all see yourself being married? Like what's the goals for y'all? Do y'all see yourself ever being married?
Yeah.
I know you say you kind of you don't like that feeling, bro. Like
It's
you
scary.
more it's scary, bro.
Yeah.
You the hopeless romantic type, but do you still want it?
I do want it, and that's why, like I said, with my list, a woman that's trying to follow Jesus and try to better herself, I feel that, if I feel that vibe and I get that, and it's a genuine feeling, I feel that, and I don't put sex in front of it or none of that, bro. Like, at one point, I wouldn't be able to date a woman that's like, I don't want to have sex before marriage, or I don't want to. Now I'm with it. I'm okay with that. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a scary thing for me, but I feel like I would definitely put myself back on the limb
You
to try.
still
it.
you still searching for that virtuous woman. You still trying to find your
100%.
queen.
Yes, definitely.
What about you, bro? You still feel like marriage is the end goal for Alex? Like you still like there's a woman out here who I could find someday, God. Would I be single 10 years, 12 years? That woman for Alex is out here. You still feel you looking for that, or she's out there?
I think everybody want to be in love. Most everybody want to be in love. When I date with intentions. Of course, one day I would like to be married if it happens. If it don't, then hey, cool, whatever.
Yeah, it ain't for everybody.
Right? But of course I would like that kind of experience. So yeah, when I do date, man, I'm dating to marry. I ain't dating for bullshit. I mean, I kind of felt a vibe like that not too long ago, like experiencing almost something like that. But that's something else. But yeah, my dating is intentional.
I got a question for you, Alex. Like, how do you feel about like having married friends, the homies being married, like what does that do for you? Because to me, I have a lot of friends that's married, a lot of men that's married and they're happily married, just married in general, and I'm around them a lot, and so I am encouraged by that. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of, the fear of love is, I notice, is kind of going away a little bit, because I understand that it's a real thing, that there is healthy marriage, and marriage is a good thing. So I love being around married guys, man, because it's kind of encouraging, and just seeing what is the possibility and seeing what God actually loves. So how do you feel about, or do you have a lot of married friends? I know you have, obviously, one of the greatest married men of all time, right here.
Man, I be thinking like, man, I miss y'all, man. I need to come back out here, man.
Ain't nothing out here. Ain't nothing out here for
man.
y'all
Come on,
boys.
way up, boys. I'm gonna call y'all 3 in the morning. Nah, I'm talking shit. 3 in the morning. Nah, I'm talking shit. But honestly, man, you know what's crazy? I don't really have that many friends that are married. I don't, and the ones that I do is only a handful.
Yeah.
But they're all cool, happily married, everything. I mean, of course, I'm pretty sure everybody got the issues.
Of course.
Right? So I remember I was watching this movie. I forgot what movie it was called, but it was like everybody was married. I think it was we talked about it.
Was it Tyler Perry movie?
No, it's old school classic. What's it called? Why Did We Get Married? I think it was.
Yeah,
That's Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Oh well. So I always thought about, like, damn, all the married couples go out together. You know, all the married
That's
friends.
a goal of
We
mine,
go out,
bro.
all the husbands just chilling, all the wives. I always thought about something like that. I'm like, damn, I want to try that one day if I ever do get married. But it's like, that would be a good ass experience, like a very beautiful experience. But yeah.
Bro, I think when I was single, going to weddings was fire to me.
Yeah.
Going to weddings, getting in that atmosphere of love, man, it always gave me that hope. It always gave me that hope that, okay, it's out there. Like, it always gave me that hope that, yeah, this could be me one day. Like, it was so
I remember your
fire,
wedding.
bro. Yeah, hey, man, I hope it gave you that hope, bro.
I remember your wedding.
I hope it gave you that
Some
hope,
people was
man.
like, so when your turn, though, you got to get married so we can do this. I'm like, nah, you got to get married so we can do this.
But like you were saying,
that's a
KT,
beautiful
I
thing.
think it is great when you're around single people when they have married friends, bro.
Yeah.
Because when you have married friends, now you don't see that all you see both sides of it. You see that it is good, and you see some of the struggles of the things you have to go through when being married also, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't just, it's all blue skies and stuff. You see the rainy days, or if you close with that person, sometimes they may tell you the rainy days, but they still survive them.
Yeah.
They pass through the rainy days, so you could be like, okay, so marriages, you're going to go through the valleys and the storms, but, he's making it, and I see how he do it. So it gives you both sides of the view, man. So I
It's
think
like-
that's very important, too, to have them
Because
married friends.
your experience. So say, for example, you'd be like a mentor when I am to get married. You get what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I could call you on some married stuff, if anything, because you've been married already. You are married. So it's like your experience is way past mine, because, of course, I'm not married. So any issues I was to get married, I could holler at my married friends, because they've probably been through what I'm going through right now at the moment. So yeah, it's always a beneficial attribute to
And
have.
it was this quote that I was looking up by a great philosopher, Andre Benjamin, and it was saying, niggas that are married don't want to go home, but we single guys look up to them, but they wish they were us, but they want some new shit, but we lust for some trust. And to me, that's just like everybody just want what they can't have almost. You know what I'm saying? Like that quote, like the married men, they miss their single days, but the single guys, we want to be married.
So we
like-
get married, then we want to be back.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
people just miss what they don't have sometimes, like, or what they used to have.
Honestly, man,
So-
for me,
so-
go ahead.
That's that you think the grass is green on the other side type vibe too, though. Because once
Yeah.
you get back out, there's a lot of
It's
men
not really
who was
no-
married. Once they got back out, they're like, man, I want my wife back.
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
I want my family
I
back,
heard that
man.
before.
Man, this
Yeah.
is not it, bro.
Yeah.
Man, what am I doing? They go crawling back to their wife or their
Exactly.
spouse like, this ain't
Yes.
what I thought it is.
Please don't go.
But see, even now, like, shorty I was talking to, we were vibing. I was over her place. I didn't want to go out nowhere. I mean, if I went out by myself to chill, but just want to be with her. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And mind you, I'm not even married. But it's like I just like being around somebody I'm really into. If I am to go out, all right, babe, come on, let's go, let's get ready. I'm gonna take you out here. Because we as men, I feel like when we have that one person, we want to be around them.
Right.
Of course, we're busy in life doing whatever we're doing, but when it's time to be around your person, it's like you just want to be around that person all the time.
Yeah.
So today, man, the episode getting ready to close, man. We get ready to come to the end. This was fire, y'all
Amazing.
boys. This was amazing. Appreciate you for stopping by, Alex, man.
Of course,
we might
man.
have to do a part 2 with
Of
you, bro.
course.
This was good, man. So as we always do, we're going to close this out with a prayer, guys. God, we just thank you right now for every gentleman, every man that's watching this episode. Today's episode, man, I'm muted right now, God. We just pray for every guy that's in his single season right now, God. For every guy that's searching for his virtuous woman right now, God, we ask that you touch them right now, God. But before they find and look for their virtuous woman, we ask that you do a good work in them in their single season right now, God. Help them to work on them. Help them to look into their own hearts right now, God. Whatever need to be changed right now, God, strengthen us right now to change our own ways. For every guy that's in a single season right now, today right now, God. Continue to move and let them be the head and not the tail. Let them be a person that a virtuous woman wants to follow right now, Lord Jesus. And we thank you right now. In your name we pray. Amen.
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 Let's go, man.
Tune in for next week's episode of
my.
Man Unmuted. We got another legendary one.
Let's go.
Let's go. Man Unmuted.